This conference will now be recorded.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to today's important presentation related to the current issue. Sorry, we have some complication in the system. Just a moment.
This conference will now be recorded.
Sorry for this inconvenience. It was a technical issue. So, hello, everyone, and welcome to today's very important presentation related to this current issue. So, as you all know, that this novel coronavirus that is also known as COVID-19, which has been infected many people across the globe. So now people are seeking to boost their immune systems. And in order to protect ourselves against these kind of deadly infections, we definitely need our body's defense mechanism to be strong as much as possible. So here the question is how we can do this. Like the army, the immune system is an intricate network of units that act together to combat invaders, and in this case, bacteria, viruses, and other enemies like toxins deposition in your body. Since it's a system of many parts, not a single unit, however, this defense system can be strengthened to run efficiently in order to fight off the disease. So, in today's presentation, you will learn how keep our body soldier vital and strong by living a healthy lifestyle. While there is still no medication against the COVID-19 out there, but still there are precautionary steps you can take to make your body's defense as strong as possible. As you must have listened a famous proverb of Benjamin Franklin, an ounce of prevention is worth a pound of cure. So with this important message, I would like to start this presentation. Just giving you a brief introduction about myself. I'm Dr. Baila Samreen. I'm a research scientist with the work experience in multidimensional directions like cellular immunology and molecular biology. I have done a PhD in molecular virology from Germany and also did my postdoctorate in cancer biology from Karolinska Institute, Stockholm. So moving to the introduction about this outbreak, most of you must have this idea. On 31st December 2019, WHO, that is World Health Organization, was informed of cases of pneumonia of unknown cause in Wuhan City, China. A novel coronavirus was identified as a cause by Chinese authorities on 7 January 2020 and was temporarily named 2019 nCoV. So, this severe acute respiratory syndrome coronavirus 2, that is SARS-CoV-2, is the name given to the 2019 novel coronavirus. COVID-19 is a name given to the disease associated with the virus. So basically, this SARS-CoV-2 virus is a new strain of coronavirus that has not been previously identified in humans. It was believed that it might have jumped from an animal species like bat to humans in a seafood and wildlife market in Wuhan, China. Then, what is exactly the coronavirus? One, everyone should understand this, that this virus is basically a single-stranded DNA virus with a single linear RNA segment in it. It has a structural protein that includes membrane glycoprotein, envelope protein, nucleocapsid protein, and the spike protein. You will listen this name spike protein if you are interested to know about the vaccine generation, then you will know about more about this spike protein. There are many types of human coronaviruses, including some that commonly cause the mild upper respiratory tract illness. So this COVID-19 is a new disease which is caused by this novel coronavirus that has not been previously seen in humans. It's basically a zoonotic disease, meaning that the virus jumped from animal into the humans and causing the infection. People with the COVID-19 have had a wide range of symptoms reported, ranging from mild symptoms to severe illnesses. These symptoms may appear 2 to 14 days after exposure to the virus, which spreads between people, mainly when an infected person is in close contact with another person. This virus can spread from an infected person's mouth or nose in a small liquid particles when they cough, sneeze, speak, breathe heavily. These particles are different in sizes, ranging from larger respiratory droplets to small aerosols. Other people can catch the COVID-19 when the virus gets into their mouth, nose, or eyes, which is more likely to happen when people are in a direct or close contact less than 1 meter apart with an infected person. And currently, the evidence have suggested that the main way of this virus spread is basically the respiratory droplets spreading among the people who are in close contact with each other. Looking at the symptoms of the coronavirus, which are mainly the high temperature, this means you feel hot to touch on your chest or back. A continuous cough, that means coughing a lot for more than an hour or 3 or more coughing episodes in 24 hours. If you usually have a cough, it may be worse than usual. A loss or a change to your sense of smell or taste. This means you have noticed you cannot smell or taste anything, or the things smell or taste different to normal. So, most people with the coronavirus have at least one of these symptoms. If we just give a glance to our current situation, since 31st December 2019 till now, there are 6,200,000, more than 6,200,000 cases of COVID-19 are already reported in accordance with the applied case definitions and testing strategies in the affected countries, including 1,500,000 plus deaths. So it's really a critical situation. And if we look particularly in Europe, So France has become the first European country to surpass 2 million coronavirus cases. France is the fourth in number of infections reported, with the 200,000 plus behind the US, India, and Brazil, and with a death toll topping 45,000. France ranks seventh in the COVID-19 deaths globally. This is really critical situation. Hospitals in Europe are filling up amid a resurgent tide of coronavirus infections, and deaths flooding the continent's emergency wards. Several countries are in second partial or national lockdowns, with many hoping that restriction will begin to have an effect as intensive care until fills up. So, if you look at the nature of the virus, if before talking about how to strengthen our immune system, we really need to understand the nature of the virus, and we need to see and understand this how this virus is making the cell infectious. So this virus are infectious and they need a host system basically to survive and reproduce. Viruses have the ability to mutate and can infect the humans, animals, plants, and even the microorganism. Virus is not a living cell like bacteria, therefore no antibiotics can kill the virus. This is very important points. Most of the people mix this information and don't get it correctly. You cannot use antibiotics for the viral infections. Comparatively, you can see the viruses are extremely small. You cannot even see under the light microscope. You can see only under electron microscope. Then, to prevent the coronavirus or the COVID disease among us, we really need to understand the nature of how coronavirus is being spread in our body. Virus basically needs a host to survive, as I said before. So the coronavirus will attack the host cell. When it enters the host cell, this virus releases its DNA content into the host cell cytoplasm. You can see it in pictures step by step. Then you can have more idea. And then once the DNA of the virus is in the cytoplasm, the coronavirus uses the host cell machinery to create new viral DNA and envelope proteins, and in this way the coronavirus replicates inside the host cell. Then the newly formed coronavirus leaves the host cell. So take a moment and look at the route of how the coronavirus is spread, how it enters the host cell. Now we really have to find out the ways to stop the entry of the coronavirus basically, and how we can interrupt this entry so that the virus will not have a chance to attack the host cell. This is one of the important point that all of us need to understand, how we can prevent the coronavirus from attacking the host cell, and all of us can team up to make this possible. If unfortunately coronavirus has already entered the host cell, then we have to take the precaution to stop or to slow down this replication. And here's the good news, that we have really this ability to do this through the strong immune system. Yes, this is the main point of this presentation. I want to highlight the immune system. Our immune system is the best weapon to prevent and defense against a virus infection. We have an army in our body. One of the function of the immune system, or one way how the immune system can destroy the virus, is phagocytosis. Initially, the antibodies neutralize the virus, meaning that it has no longer capable of infecting the host cell. Secondly, many antibodies in our immune system can work together, causing the virus particles to stick together in a process called agglutination. These agglutinated viruses make an easier targets for immune cells than the single viral particle. A third mechanism used by the antibodies to eradicate these viruses is the activation of phagocytes. A virus-bound antibody binds to the receptor on the surface of the phagocytic cells and triggers a mechanism known as a phagocytosis, by which the cells engulfs and destroy these viruses. Finally, the antibodies can also activate the complement system as well, which opsonizes and promotes the phagocytosis of these viruses. When we talk about the immune response, there is another side by side very important things to talk about, the cytotoxic T cells. So the immune response to the viruses, these cytotoxic T cells can produce the cytotoxic factors that is able to kill the infected cell. And of course, our infected cells calls for the help, and then the interferon system will be activated. So the interferons will prevent the replication of the virus by directly interfering with their ability to replicate within an infected cell. The name interferons means interfere. They also act as a signaling molecules that allow infected cells to warn nearby cells of a viral presence. You might have this thought, what does it mean? It's just like a cellular phone. You know, when the interferon level is up, it will signal like cellular phone that come and help so that your immune system will rush to kill the infected cell. And another response is that our body will produce antibodies, which I have already explained you in previous slide, and they can neutralize the virus. So the main thing is to make yourself vigilant and prepare yourself and be more careful not to panic. Because this coronavirus has high infectivity but low mortality. Let's look in the list of virus pandemics in the past time. Like swine flu in 2019, the mortality rate was 0.02%. The SARS in the year 2003, the mortality rate was 10%. The MERS Middle East Respiratory Syndrome in 2012, the mortality rate was 35%. And above all that, the Ebola virus in the year 2014, the mortality rate was 50%. But if you look at the coronavirus 2019, the mortality rate is 3 to 4% because of its high infectivity. So we really need to take an action to protect ourselves. When we talk about the protections, what are the best solutions basically? One of them, avoid exposure of the virus. Secondly, is strengthen your immune system to its optimal level at all times. Then feed your immune system with the right nutrients. So what in our immune system basically? Yes, we have mucous membrane, lymphatic vessels, our tonsils, our thymus, lymph nodes, skin, spleen, our bone marrow, all the immune defense system in your body is very important, and they are there to fight against the virus. So important is that you have to feed them with the right nutrients so that the immune system will defend for you. Next, how to boost your immune system. So that is strong in so that your immune system is strong enough to defend uh, against these viruses. We must have enough sleep, first of all, because if you look at yourself, most of us we worked really hard nowadays, and even if it's time to sleep, you all are still working. Even you are supposed to rest, you are playing with your mobile phone. So the problem is we are not sleeping enough, and we are not sleeping in the right time, and liver is not getting enough time to rejuvenate. Liver is a very important organ to detox, and it is the main organ that protects you from stress. So that's why you should sleep enough, like 7 to 8 hours, so that your liver is rejuvenated to work for the next day. Then what about your diet? You are what you eat. We love to eat the food that we like to eat. And you eat too much acidic food, too much animal proteins, too much dairy products, too much carbonated drinks, and most of all, you eat a lot of acidic food which is going to destroy your body's microenvironment. And do you have idea what will happen if you have acidic environment? You will have a chalky environment, you will have a pure immunity, pure oxygenation. If you are the person with a very low physical activity, or if you don't do the exercise, then all your organs will be very weak, like kidney, your liver, your intestines, your skin, your lungs. They will be unable to detox at optimal level. Another thing is all of us eat too much, eat too fast, you do not chew your food properly, which is very poor habit. So sometimes it's good for us to intermittent fasting. And of course, there are many ways you can do your intermittent fasting. My way of intermittent fasting is like I use the products which I like. So normally I take a concoction of different products like Moranzi 30 ml, Coripine 30 ml, GL powder 3 tablets, Poria powder 3 tablets, and 800 ml water add, added to them. So from morning to noon throughout my intermittent fasting, I'm drinking my concoction. But of course, you can choose your own favorite concoction. You may have a Rishi, you can use cordyceps powder, you can use like spirulina, or there's no fixed product for your concoction because these are all foods. So it's up to you what you like. And another thing to boost your immune system is the mindfulness, which is really very important. We may use a meditation to reduce stress, or we can use a supplication as well to reduce our stress levels. Secondly, we need enough water to keep ourselves hydrated. So, one tip to remember is that during this critical period, you should drink your water slowly because you need to hydrate your oral, the whole oral cavity. The whole oral area must be hydrated very well. Sip water slowly, then guzzling it down at once, sipping water and allowing it to stay in the mouth and then passing through the food pipe. That helps alkaline saliva to reach the stomach to neutralize the acidic levels in the stomach. So, drinking enough and drinking properly, that will also help to boost your immune system. Now, this is one of my favorite slide and it's very important. So many people often ask me and how to feed your immune system to make your immune system strong. So we really need to understand that this question basically to feed your immune system with the right kind of food. Here, I would like to highlight to you that how many people of today's modern society give themselves enough right nutrition to keep their immune system strong and working efficiently. Honestly, ask this question to yourself now. Are you really feeding your immune system correctly, or taking or giving the right nutrients to your immune system? So, GANOTHERAPY has been used by millions of DXN members around the world. And this GANOTHERAPY consists of most powerful superfood to boost your immune system. Number one is Ganoderma mushroom. It's one of the alkaline food on the earth, and it is one of the most nutritious food on the earth. You can you can be taking 2 meals or 3 meals a day to support your appetite, to support your hunger, but you know that you have trillions of cells in your body. So ask yourselves that do you have enough nutrition in your food to support and nurture your trillions of cells in your body on daily basis? One of most important function of this RG reishi Ganoderma mushroom, which is a root part of Ganoderma mushroom, is to enhance and improve your blood circulation. Therefore, it enhances the detoxification as well. And GL, the mycelium, the fruit body of Ganoderma mushroom, it has more than 400 kinds of micronutrients to support your body. It has wide spectrum of enzymes and all those nutrients that are good to repair your body on the daily basis, because your cells are under attack of so many external factors as well as internal, I would say, toxins, radiations. So you know again the RGGL is detoxifying and repairing these cells on a daily basis. This is a food that you take not only when you are ill, okay? Because it's an ongoing procedure. All of you and your family members, your loved ones, really should take this Canoderma on daily basis to ensure that we have the optimum systematic functions of our body. After the Ganoderma, I will talk about this enzyme therapy, which we also have. It consists of products like codifine and morency. Due to our hectic life and like we talk about this stress, we will lose our enzymes. And you know, without these enzymes, our liver cannot function properly, our digestive system cannot function properly. So to let them work in a proper way, our body system needs enzyme. We do not have green like the vegetables, the green in our stuff in our body. When we lack this green, then we lack chlorophyll. We will of course lack the iron, so your liver will have to work very hard and your spleen has to work very hard. So therefore the spirulina in the axon has come to give essential chlorophyll that support for our blood circulation, to our red blood cells to improve, helps our liver to function properly, to improve the spleen function. Moreover, the spirulina is a complete food. It's a complete food to support our all cells in the body, and it can be taken by the people from all walk of life. The pregnant mothers, the children, the teenagers, young people, elderly people, and the sick people. Then, of course, in our daily ganotherapy, thanks to DXN, that we have so many kinds of mushrooms to support ganotherapy. These are more specifically for our body functions. Like I was telling you all about Ganoderma mushroom. They look after the body as a whole to repair the cells. But some mushrooms that DXN have are more specific. Like I would like to mention about cordyceps. This cordyceps is DXN, is a mycelium product. It's specifically very good for lung function, for heart, for liver function, for kidney function, and it's very good for immunity. Then these cordyceps can enhance the bone marrow to produce platelets, red and WBCs, that is white blood cells. And another specific function of this DXN mushroom have lion's mane. After the cordyceps, this lion's mane is also very much focused on our gastrointestinal regions. It's very important mushroom. It's in history, the lion's mane has been used by TCM for most of the gastrointestinal problems. And you know that the GI region is our second brain. Gastrointestinal region, the whole our gut area basically, it's our really a second brain. If you do not have a healthy GI system, your immune system will be affected. And autoimmune disease can arise. So therefore the lion's mane, it's really very important. Apart from that, lion's mane is also very good for our brain. If you are looking for natural, non-toxic brain steroids, look no further than our fungal friend lion's mane. Evidence points to this mushroom helping support in the cognitive functioning, boosting mental focus, and improving memory. There are several research already published that in humans found positive results on mental functioning in elderly. So this lion's mane is really one of the most important mushroom. Now we have other kinds of mushroom like poria. Actually, you are very lucky that you have a poria in European history. Poria has been used for depression. So it's very good to stable our emotion. It has also anti-inflammatory properties, very good for people who are infected with COVID-19 as well. So mix it with Moranzi and Codipine as a drink, and you can reduce inflammation of the lungs with this as well. Other essential functional food that ganotherapy is noni. The extant product Moranzi is a blend of noni and roselle, which is rich in vitamin C. And in Europe, people are looking for antioxidants like berries. So, do you know that noni is one of the best berries in tropical countries? So besides the Moranzi, we also have then Andro-G, and it is a product for antivirus. The history of Andro-G made from 100% endographis, and history is that the in 1990 there was a bird flu as a global pandemic, and many people in India was spared from this virus because most of the Indians they took endographis, and also it is a great product as an antibacterial. We also have other foods based like black cumin, which has anti-inflammatory effects and strengthening the immune properties. So this is the whole complete ganotherapy comprising of the Ganoderma mushrooms, the cordypine, the cordyceps, the spirulina, the other andrographis like androG. I gave you the whole description that through all of these system you can, through all of these products you can feed your body and boost your immune system. So you might have this question that what is the ganotherapy? Now, this is an important message I would like to give to all of our DXN members. You really need to understand what is ganotherapy. Ganotherapy actually is a food therapy. It is a holistic approach to alternative complementary medicine. You have four observation theories, like illness is caused by two sources, toxins, and imbalance of the body. So the toxins can be from the food, can be from the environment. It can also be from your own body. Your metabolism creates a lot of toxins. Anything in your body which is not wanted is a toxin. Also like a coronavirus. And you all know that the Ganoderma does not treat the disease, it treats the body. It supports the body with the right nutrients, and your body gets once your body get the right nutrients, then your cells, tissues, organs, the whole system will work properly and heal the affected cells by itself. Therefore, it can balance your body and restore your natural healing ability. So the any reaction that happens if you take the Ganoderma or after taking any Ganotherapy product, it's not because of there's something wrong with the products. It's basically because of something wrong with your body. Your immune system got the right nutrients, and that's the reason it can recognize the problems in your body. Any reaction that is caused is actually a healing symptom. Another thing is the dosage of Ganoderma, which depends on the body condition, not on the disease. Most of us are taking 6 capsules of RG and 6 capsules of GL. That maybe somebody is taking 10 spirulina and a half of a bottle of Morency. It completely depends on the body. When I talk about depends on the when I refer the body type, basically I'm referring the level of toxins. Everyone has a different level of toxins in their body, so we have to think about it. We have, and the response of the body is also different in context of their toxins. So always remember that any symptoms of disease that you see in the body is like a peak of the iceberg. You need to find the root of iceberg. For example, somebody has diabetes and complicated heart disease and high blood pressure. So this kind of person would be taking higher dosage of canotherapy, like double of standard dose, like 15 GL, 15 RG. All depends on the body condition, like I said before. Now, all it takes to defeat coronavirus is to protect yourself, protect your loved ones, protect your community, and this is our role today. You need to understand the root cause of how the coronavirus is spread so that you are able to protect yourself. So why our government and community keep on asking us to keep our hands regularly, as stopping the handshaking, touching the surface. It's better to clean hand regularly with plenty of soap and water. Keep an alcohol-based sanitizers ready for the times when soaps and water are not available. Don't touch your eyes, mouth, or nose with unclean hands. Another point I would like to highlight is when you go out, you don't know who is carrying a coronavirus. There are the people who are asymptomatic. Apparently, they don't have any symptoms, but they are the carriers. So you never know who is sneezing and spreading virus to you. When you come home from outside, do change your clothes and wash them. Do take a warm shower. And what about the things you cannot wash, like handbags, shoes, mobiles? Then what you can do, you can just spray the hand sanitizer with more than 70% alcohol, and clean your house and clean the hall surface, everything with a sanitizer in general. So these are just the simple measures you can take to protect yourself and the people around you from this viral infection. Keep your distance of at least 1 meter from anyone coughing or sneezing. Use handkerchief to stop the virus to spread away. Follow no touch greetings to avoid the contraction. No handshakes, no hugs, kisses. And when you go to the public places, people usually commute through the buses to do their grocery. They, if you observe it or not, but people hold the door handles, take a disposable gloves with you. So when you must touch other surfaces, through use the gloves. Like if you want to go to the public toilet, you have to open toilet doors, knobs, and you are not sure if it's clean or not. So make sure you have enough disposable gloves in your bag. By doing all this, you are helping already yourself and protecting others uh, from this virus spread and protecting yourself to bring virus in the home to your loved ones as well. So most of us love to travel, wants to go to the parks, to beaches, go to the pub, go to the gym, etc., any area. But if you see if there is a crowded area, then you must be at a risk. Don't travel or visit crowded places. If you are sick, do wear a mask. And if you are taking care of someone with the symptoms, so make sure and do inform others as well. And by following all of those precautionary measurements, you can really protect your community. If you feel unwell, seek medical attention. If you have a fever, cough, or breathing difficulty, stay indoor. Call healthcare professionals, follow their advice. Do not share unknown and unreliable uh, resources about the outbreak or something like negative information. Only share the authentic information coming through the medical experts. And let me give you some tips on how can you help yourself when you are unwell. You can mix some salt water, rinse your mouth with salt water using cold water, not the hot water. So you can do this daily because cold water will contract blood vessels in your mouth and throat, and thereby they are reducing the chances of virus entering the bloodstream. The salt water can stabilize the S protein on the wire surface and making it less easy to attach the mucous membranes. So rinse your mouth with salt water frequently. And this one you can do easily even if you are at home or in your office. So teach it to your loved ones as well. Just in case if you have come in contact with the cases, even if you don't have any symptoms, try keep yourself isolate at home or in your own home, confine yourself in a room. Try not to come in contact with your loved ones, your family members. Wear mask at all times, and also ask your family member to wear mask all the time. So as long as you are taking these precautions, you are protecting yourself basically from spreading virus to your loved ones and protecting community, of course. So keep cleaning your house and the knobs and the door holds with the holders with the 75% this alcohol or the sanitizer because it can kill the virus. And here are some food tips to increase your immune system. These are really very important. You need right type of nutrients to support your immune system, especially in this critical time of pandemic. Everyone should boost their immune system and enhance your immune system rapidly, not only rapidly, but we must also maintain it at the optimal level. One thing I try to explain everyone that this COVID-19 is basically a airborne infection. So we cannot, of course, until we are living, we are breathing, we cannot escape out of this oxygen, or we cannot escape out of this air. Sooner or later, everyone will expose to this virus infection. So the best care is to improve or to boost your immunity. So we are really blessed that we have Ganoderma RG and GL. As I have told you, Ganoderma RG is very good for your detoxification and GL is very good for your immunity. So enhance your oxygenation and also repair your body cells. These range of products is our rainbow food for our immune system. We have a great range of products and options is completely yours. We have cordyceps, which is good for lung function. In this pandemic, cordyceps is very important for you to enhance your lung function. Not only that, it also enhance your heart function, liver, kidney function. So you can take 3 capsules per day, you can take 6 capsules per day, or you can even take cordyceps powder with a shaker mixed with other food products or morning juice. But if someone has developed the disease, then take mega dose, I would recommend, like half bottle per day. It's not harmful, it's just a food, so don't worry about that. We have then lion's mane, which is also very good for immune system, especially our gastrointestinal function. When you have a good GI function, then your absorption of micronutrients will be very strong. So keep this in your mind. Take other foods like poria as powder, which is very good for lung function. Spirulina, which is one of the most complete nutrient on the earth. We have black cumin, which is very good for the immune system, and roji, very strong for the upper respiratory problems. We have roselle, which is rich in vitamin C. You know, vitamin C is a very good for infections and virus. And we have Mornzy and Cordipine full of healthy enzymes. So these are the all food through which you can enhance your immune system, which is one of the most powerful thing to defense against this virus, basically to provide you this defense against this virus infection as well as other viral and bacterial infections. Some more tips for anti-inflammatory food. Like I said before, we have Poria, Cordyceps, Spirulina, black cumin, Morinzy, Cordipine. And why I mention anti-inflammatory, because patients with the coronavirus, they have inflammation in their lungs. And these are one of the best in anti-inflammatory food for you to keep you protected. Some tips to help yourself when you are unwell. So the key is to keep eating nutritious food if you have no appetite. People usually lose appetite when they are sick. So just eat GL and spirulina so long you are getting the right nutrients for your body and the problem is manageable. I told you the spirulina is a most complete food, so you can mix with other products to create concoction and keep your immune system boosted. Some tips to help yourself when you are unwell, like keep yourself hydrated with the frequent sips of warm water to keep your throat moist at all the times. So I have given you a very clear idea how this virus is basically is spreading, how we can control the spread of this virus, how we can enhance our body immunity through the ganotherapy to fight against this virus. So all of us today, especially all of our DXN members who have attended this webinar, you have got some knowledge today that will help yourself, of course, that will help your family, help the community as well. And we should go out and start helping people, teaching them why you have what you have learned today, educate them, and tell them how they can also prevent this virus, and at the same time how they can boost immunity through the superfood. With all of this message, I would like to say very much thanks to all of you. And if you have any question, you can PM me and you can ask me through my page. And I hope you will have all of this information and you will follow these information in your daily life. And have a good evening. Thank you very much.